Today, I want to start off with a little bit of an introductory video going over my journey up till now. I am originally from South Florida, technically born in Miami, raised in Fort Lauderdale, and I was there the bulk of my life until I was 27 and I had a job opportunity in Savannah, Georgia. So I had already gotten licensed probably a year prior, and an opportunity came up for me to take, like I said, in Savannah, Georgia, selling new homes, and I went ahead and did that. It was a pretty good experience in a lot of ways as far as just learning, growing, feeling a lot more empowered. It was actually, oddly enough, the first time that I had ever moved away from home. So, the first time I moved out of state and while entering into a new industry, it was a very interesting experience to say the least. But I do feel like it was a lot that I learned from it. Ultimately, though, what I did learn above all else is that although I was in a really high paying industry, something about it, or I guess a few things about it, wasn't necessarily for me. And it was weird because these days people say a lot about just money, businesses, this and that, and everything is just so centered around finances that for me, it was a weird scenario making the money that I know a lot of people would love to make, especially at my age, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled in that. So, one thing I'll say about me, I'm going to make some money. So, like, okay, well, how do you want to make the money? Because, like I said, it was a good paying job, but I felt like it got extremely cutthroat. And it's like, while I can choose to keep up, I really didn't want to. Being there, you just saw a lot of the worst versions of people. And that's really the opposite of everything that I've always wanted to do. Like, my purpose overall is to uplift, empower, inspire confidence in other people. I want to see people always at their best and reaching their potential. So, like being in an environment where it was very step on you to get to the top, crabs in a barrel kind of mentality, just didn't sit right with me. So, I decided I want to make a change. And I did that. I left the job and I decided that I wanted to pursue my purpose a bit more. Even prior to that, just being there the entire time was a journey. I did a lot of reflecting, a lot of unlearning, different, I guess, just thought processes that I had that I thought that I wanted, or things I thought I wanted, or people I thought maybe would have been a part of my life. A lot of thinking, a lot of unlearning, praying, journaling, getting into manifestations, a lot of different books that I read. And through that process, I just realized that maybe everything that I'm doing now, every habit that I have, or every person in my life isn't necessarily for me. So, what I'm doing now is deciding to walk in what I believe to be my path, which is uplifting people. So, social media is really not typically a part of my day to day. I'm pretty social and outgoing, but when it comes to the internet, typically that is just not really my thing. But I do feel being here gives me the opportunity to create a sense of community that I will have the ability to hopefully use to uplift and inspire people in a wider range, as opposed to, the way that I do it now, which is in my everyday life, which I'll continue to do. But I think this will open different doors for me to be able to do it on a larger scale, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, moved to Savannah, had that opportunity, decided to leave, and now I went back to Florida, but now all the way back home. So currently I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I really didn't know too much about the area. I'm actually still learning about it, but that's going to be a part of my journey, being here, learning the market, getting familiar with the people, meeting friends, starting over. I actually made one video about that, meeting friends as an adult. And that'll be a part of the journey that you can expect me getting acclimated with Orlando. Another thing that I'm working on is a book. Genre is self help, of course, very on brand for me. So, like I said, just a lot of my experiences that I've had and a lot of the things that I've learned, books that I've read, videos that I've watched, experiences that I've had, and what is in me naturally that I feel like is my purpose and my gift to the world. Just putting all that together into something that I hope will help a lot of people. So, expect to hear more about that as well. My growth journey is another thing to expect because that's something that doesn't really stop. I'm always that person looking for new ways and new things to learn, new ways to potentially grow. And so that is going to continue. I will be talking about just the different lessons that I'm learning and my thoughts on maybe boundaries, because that's a big thing that I'm learning that helps with your peace of mind. And that is all across the board. It's not just in romantic relationships, it's with friends and family and coworkers as well. I'll be telling you more about whatever the things are that I'm learning at that time and hopefully showing you through my journey that it is possible to really step outside the norm and do what you feel genuinely is right and is for you in your heart. Hopefully, you can see that and you're inspired to do the same, whatever that may be. It can be the complete opposite of what I'm doing as long as it is whatever is for you. So, that's what you should expect from me. My journey of moving to Orlando, getting acclimated to the new city, working on my book, continuing to grow as a person and just living my authentic life. I'm hoping to meet a community of people who are focused on their self development as well. And it would be really nice to be on this journey together. So I guess that is all for today. And I will see you next time. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting in the habit of saying that.